Good evening, everyone. My name is Trish Albrechtsen. I am so excited to be able to spend a few minutes to talk with you tonight about a business that we've come across and some products that have changed our lives. You could be invited to this Zoom for a couple of different reasons. Somebody either thought enough of you to want to be a business partner with you, or they realized that maybe the products could make a difference in your health. Maybe you've got a disease situation or something going on that's out of balance, and they thought of the science and thought that it could make a difference in your life. Or maybe you're simply a friend or an associate of theirs and they want you to know what they have, what they do, so that you can be a connector. And as you find people that come across your path that might be benefited by what we show you tonight, that you can simply point them in the direction of the person that sent you this. Either way, we're glad that you're here and we hope that you will be blessed by what we're about to share with you. My husband, Eric, and I live in Arizona, and we have been in this industry for almost 30 years. We've been able to work around some of the top scientists and doctors in the world. We literally have felt like we've gained a medical degree, even though we're not doctors. And I'm not here to treat or prescribe or anything for you tonight. I'm just here to share some of the science that we've come across. It has literally become a business for us that has created 7 figures and has taken us around the world and has allowed us to really live in ways that we never would have expected. So we hope that you'll be able to be blessed by this tonight. Okay, so the company I'm going to talk to you about is called Actives, and it is just coming to the United States. The timing on this could not be better. You get to be the first to hear about something that is literally life-changing and could change the world for you as well. So Actives is made up of some of the best people and doctors and scientists in the world from what we've come across. Like I said, we've been around some amazing people for decades. And we have had the blessing of working with one of the scientists before. We've worked with the president and the CEO, Ryan Thompson, David Brown. We've worked with them before, and they've helped us literally free hundreds and hundreds of families from jobs, replacing incomes. My husband and I used to be employed, and then we were self-employed, and we've tried investing, and we've tried being big business owners through this type of an industry where we don't have to have a brick and mortar and we don't have to have all the headaches of a big business, but we can be blessed by getting a percentage of the masses and having passive income that comes in, whether we are responsible for it or not. And having money that's no longer tied to your ability to perform day after day and give hours for dollars is basically something that will make you unemployable. Once you've experienced it, you're never going to want to go back. So these people, we trust them, we know their work ethic, we know their hearts, and we know their vision. We know what they're capable of. And this company has all of the markers set up for it to be a billion-dollar company. So Actives is run out of Utah, and yet they started in Mexico back in 2017. And just a few years into this, there are already people down there in Mexico making $40, $50, $70, even $80,000 a month. And of course, a lot that are making $500 or $1,000 or $2,000, which is more than a lot of them were making in 6 months before they found this company. So it's really literally changing lives. It spread south from there and it's been growing like wildfire in Colombia and Peru and the Dominican Republic and all sorts of different little pockets down through South America. And it just recently is coming to the United States. So you could very well be the first one in your state to hear about this, or maybe one of just a handful in your state. But either way, I dare you to walk down the street and ask 100 people and come back to me and tell me how many had heard of this company. There might be one town in the whole of the United States that could actually find 25 people out of 100 that have heard of this company. And it's a very little tiny town in Utah that has a very good fondness in our hearts. But the big cities don't know about it. Many states don't know about it. And you are here. You are very blessed to be here. So I hope that you thank the person who told you about this. So why this company? Well, the people running it, we know and trust them, and we know where this is going. The timing was incredible, and the products were next to the best. Well, not the next to, they were the best of what we'd ever seen. So what are the products? I'm not going to go through all of them in detail today. If you want more than what I can give you in this short period of time, please go to actives.info. and you'll be able to see the products in detail and hear the videos from the doctors. You can look deeper into the science. You can look deeper into pubmed.gov and back up everything that I'm about to tell you with scientific studies. You don't have to take my word for any of this, but I do want to just touch on 3 really important products that we call the trifecta. These products literally have changed our lives and hundreds of others that we know, and thousands down in South America. So the first of the trifecta that I want to talk to you about today is a product called Link, L-I-N-Q. It is called Link because it affects both the gut and the brain. And if you've been following science and watching where all of the scientists and the doctors are headed, they're talking a lot today about the gut-brain connection and what it does for a myriad of things in the body. So our product Link is made primarily of a short chain fatty acid called butyric acid. And this short chain fatty acid literally is the food for your cells inside your body. So the endothelial cells and the epithelial cells feed off of this short chain fatty acid. Our body should create it naturally in our healthy guts, but let's face it, 7 out of 10 have been found to be having some form of leaky issue in their gut. And almost all of us are not getting the nutrition that we need to have the healthy microbiome that it takes to create this short chain fatty acid. So as a result, we're lacking it, which is leading to all sorts of problems digestively and in the brain. When you get butyric acid back into the body, it starts to feed those cells. It starts to close up the gaps that are causing those leaks in our gut, that are letting things into the bloodstream that shouldn't be there. Do you know that's what causes allergies? Just a side note. But closing that gap can help just all sorts of digestive issues. We've literally seen people get out of adult diapers in a matter of days, less than a week. People that have been in diapers for years and years and years of their life, suffering the indignities that go along with that, and are able to get their life back, their dignity back. People that are slave to the bathroom are able to get control, are able to get their lives back with that. People that are not able to eat certain foods or almost any food. I've come across several people that live on a diet of just a few things because their body won't tolerate most food. Can you imagine being reactive to food? Well, people live like that because of esophagus problems or stomach problems or intestinal problems. And regardless of what name has been put on your disease, if you can give your body butyric acid, it's going to start to fill in and feed those gaps and feed those cells and help your microbiome to be healthy, help your immune system to be stronger. We all need that, and help your body to process better. It also feeds the brain. It helps create more neurons in the brain. It helps create better synapses between the neurons in the brain, thus clearing the brain fog and all of the garbage that so many of us are carrying around as we get older. It gets harder to think and harder to remember, harder to do basic things. And if you can clear that brain fog and wake yourself back up again, it's amazing. It also helps balance the hormones. So if you want more dopamine or serotonin in your life, or you know somebody who needs a shot of happy, this product can literally change your life. It literally made a difference in a family member of ours overnight, lifting the depression, bringing back the person that we knew and loved, and helping to clear out all the clutter and garbage that had been fogging the brain. It also helps restart and produce more BDNF in the brain. And I'm not a brain surgeon, but I know one. And he explained to me that that is like miracle grow for your brain. So if you know kids that are on the spectrum, what would happen if you gave miracle grow to the brain and helped it to function properly and created more neurons? I dare you to find out. I love hearing the stories from people, from parents that are getting notes home from school. And this time, instead of complaints or frustrations from the teachers, it's, what have you done to your child? They sat through class, they focused, they finished their assignment. What have you done? Give Link a chance to change the lives of the people that you love. Butyric acid is not available in its pure form anywhere else that I know of. It has a very unique smell. You've probably come across this fantastic short chain fatty acid when somebody has the stomach flu. It's got a very strong acidic smell, And to be able to get people to take it is almost impossible in its pure form. But thank goodness, remember, we work with some of the best scientists, and one of them has been able to patent a process to wrap things molecularly. So we're literally able to wrap the molecules of butyric acid and put it into the body where it time releases in the intestinal tract, gets past the stomach into the intestines where it can do its full best benefit to the body and metabolize properly. Link can make a difference for everyone that you know. If they need any help here or any help here, which let's face it, we all do, that's our link. The next product I want to talk about is called Optimend. Optimend is coming from the turmeric plant, and we've been familiar with turmeric for a long time. It's one of the best anti-inflammatories in the world. What we didn't understand is how large of a molecule it is and how hard it is for the body to absorb it or metabolize it. So doctors are getting smarter, scientists are getting smarter, and they've been breaking it down. So now you're starting to see curcumin hit the shelves. Curcumin comes from the turmeric plant. It's still a large molecule though. So our scientists took it the next step, and they broke the curcumin down to the part of the turmeric plant that the body was utilizing most for the anti-inflammation. It's called tetrahydrocurcumin. And I have yet to find a bottle of that anywhere on the shelf, except for our Optimend. And Optimend is tetrahydrocurcumin. So you're only paying for what the body is going to use. It's a concentrated form of turmeric, which makes it, in my opinion, the strongest anti-inflammatory you can find. And you're getting the bang for your buck, because all of that is going to be metabolized in the intestinal tract because it's wrapped in the same wrapping. We use that same science from our scientists to get it to time release in the best place in the body for optimal absorption. And then it can go straight to the point where you need it most. If you've got acute inflammation that's caused because you twisted something or tweaked something, I actually did that today, and I'm doubling up on my Optimend to be able to talk to you today because it was debilitating what I did to my back. And now I'm not hurting. So if you have something that you've twisted or hurt, or you have an athlete that's got a little bit of a twinge from something that they did at the gym, or they've just worked out really hard, if you want them to recover faster and be able to get back into full swing faster, Optimend can be your best friend. But for the rest of us, we have this internal inflammation going on that we probably don't even know we have. We're probably seeing signs of it through a myriad of different symptoms that we don't have a reason for, like bloating or weight gain, digestive issues, acne, tiredness, fatigue. I could go on and on and on. Headaches. There's things that can happen because of this inflammation, and we don't even know where they're coming from. Well, inflammation is in every single one of us. If you've ever had a virus, it leaves inflammation behind. If you've ever been around smoking or alcohol consumption, it leaves inflammation behind. If you've ever had stress, it leaves inflammation behind. So it's pretty safe to say we all have some. And we don't know that it's there until it turns into something serious, like a cancer or type 2 diabetes, or even a stroke or a heart attack. Things that can come out of nowhere that really don't come out of nowhere. They've been building slowly through inflammation in our body. And then one day we realize that it might be too late. So Optimend is something that I take every day, because partly I just want to feel better. I want to be able to exercise and recover fast and stay at my best. But I also want to take care of that fire that's burning inside, because I've had loved ones in my past in my family that have just dropped with no warning and no second chance, and life is just over. And I don't want to go that way necessarily. I'd rather just go quietly in my sleep when I'm really, really old. So with these products, I hope to be able to live a very long, healthy life, as long as possible, and die as old as I can, because we have everything else in place. And I'll be covering all that in just a minute. The third product I want to touch on quickly is called Genomics, GNMX. This is a genome project that is 10 times stronger than anything that this doctor has ever created. His name is Dr. McCord, and he is the father of NRF2 activation. He is absolutely amazing. He's been given the Elliott Cresson Medal for discovering an enzyme that literally changed all of humanity. He has created a product that restarts a protein in the body called NRF2 or NRF2. And this protein is a signaling protein. It signals your DNA on how to behave. Do you know that we have the same DNA when we're little as we do when we're older? And yet our bodies don't function the same way. Do you have the same amount of energy you did when you were a child? Do you heal as quick as you did as a child? Do you have the same amount of disease that you had as a child? Do you know children that are running around with Alzheimer's? Okay, that's a trick question. Sometimes they act like it a little bit, but they don't, right? Their brains are firing correctly. They have unlimited energy, and most of them don't have any disease. Every now and then you run into somebody that's got an early imbalance. But kids as a whole are healthy, and they're just running around living their lives. When we turn about the age of 20, our genes start to misfire. Things start to turn off and turn on higher and get out of balance. Some people develop an autoimmune disease because they've got genes that are running amok, that are now turning against their own body and attacking themselves. Other people have issues with, well, everybody has issues with certain enzymes turning off, like superoxide dismutase, catalase, and glutathione. No, you don't have to remember any of that. My job is to say the big words and tell you about the science. Your job is to look them up if you need to, but then be blessed by the products. If you can take it with a glass of water, that's all you need to know. But turning back on those enzymes, superoxide dismutase was the very first one that started this whole process. When he discovered that enzyme, it's actually measured in McCord units named after him. He's not just a doctor that we hired on to be a spokesperson for the company. He's been nominated for the Nobel Prize 4 times. And he's been given this Elliott Cresson Medal that's been given to people that have literally changed the world. Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, Henry Ford. He keeps company with some of the greatest minds that have ever crossed this planet. And yet you probably don't know about him. And yet his science that I'm going to tell you about tonight could change your life, because he's figured out a way to turn on this signaling protein, and it can now go into the DNA of every cell and talk to the genes and tell the genes to balance again. And it can basically turn back the clock inside every cell in your body. This superoxide dismutase, when it gets turned back on, is one of the best antioxidants you could possibly ever come across. So if you're into eating healthy foods and superfoods and things that are great for killing free radicals, that's wonderful. Keep doing that. But you need to add this in because it's 1,000,000 times stronger. Not just a little bit, but 1,000,000 times stronger. So it's been found that it can gobble up 1,000,000 free radicals every second. That's like fighting oxidative stress inside your body with a fire hose versus a little cup full of water. So oxidative stress is the damage that's done inside your cells when free radicals bounce around. And free radicals come from burning energy. So just by talking to you tonight, I'm creating free radicals. Just by sitting where you are breathing, you too are creating free radicals. If you've eaten dinner or you're about to eat dinner tonight, you're going to create more free radicals. If you walked around your house today or walked to work or walked from your car into work, or you went to the gym, oh, heavens forbid we go to the gym. Look at all the oxidative stress we create. Yes, we create muscle and we create a healthy body. And normally, if those enzymes are doing what they're supposed to do, that is a perfect scenario because they can keep the oxidative stress at bay and you're getting all the benefits of the gym. But if you aren't lowering the oxidative stress, you're literally creating more and more. So when you're watching an event or you're watching the news and you hear about an athlete dropping, it doesn't happen very often, but it's oxidative stress related. And how many people do we watch live famous lives only to end up in their older years with some very debilitating disease? So what's your path headed for? What is programmed into your genes, into your DNA? I don't know, but I think we can probably catch a little glimpse just by looking at your parents or your grandparents or aunts and uncles. What kind of diseases lie in your family tree? Well, if those things are pre-programmed into your genes, if you can turn back on this NRF2 protein and it can go in and balance everything back to the age of a child, the science basically shows that when you're on the product for 4 to 6 weeks, you've turned back the oxidative stress clock in your cells to that of a newborn. So it's not going to make you act like a child, But if you could feel better, if you could lower your disease state, if you could help with an autoimmune, start to get balance back into your body, it's not going to happen overnight. This is a slow product. This is a product that is not fast food. It's not a band-aid. This is literally going into the DNA of your cells, and it is getting things to balance. So it works cumulatively over time. So you might see that you have more energy at first, or you sleep better, or this ache and pain in your body is all of a sudden shifting and changing, and you've had it for 20 years, every day the same thing, and all of a sudden it feels different. We've had people who have had numbness that all of a sudden their feet have woken up and they can feel their toes, or we've had people that have had trouble healing that all of a sudden their wounds are healing. And I could go on and on and on, but it takes time. So be patient with this one. This one is going to be the biggest overhaul on your body if you'll give it the time to do so. And here again, you don't have to take my word for it. Look up oxidative stress and what it does in the body, and you'll find it linked to almost every disease. So don't bother coming to me asking, will it help with this disease or that disease? I'm not allowed to say, because it's natural, I can't treat, prevent, or cure with this. I'm not a doctor. But I can tell you that almost every disease is linked to it. So if you can lower the oxidative stress levels, stands to reason, if you'll give it time, it's going to start to make a better impact on your health. Is it going to completely eradicate this or that disease? I don't know. Some people see complete switch, and other people, it just betters their quality of life. Either way, I think you're in for a win. So those are our 3 products. And we take them every day. We give them to our parents and watch how it benefits their life. We honestly just gave it to my in-laws to help with their immune system because they were in and out of doctors all the time. And over the last couple of years, we didn't want them to contract that nasty virus and end up in the morgue. So we gave it to them and started them taking it. Now they buy it for themselves because they love it so much. But we started them on it just for the immune benefits of it. We didn't realize it was going to help my father-in-law get his memories back. He was early onset to several things that were debilitating to his mind. And he's no longer repeating himself. He's no longer asking the same questions over and over. It's like having him turn back the clock 10 or 20 years. It's been wonderful. Also, he's not going to the wound clinic so much anymore, and they aren't even talking about amputating his foot that wasn't healing. He's diabetic and had some really slow circulation. The comments from his doctor, I'm trying to get in writing, were basically that his circulation looks like that of a teenager, and Ben, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Well, it's natural and it's safe and there's no side effects. So you can take this alongside your medication and see what it'll do for you. See what blessings and benefits you can get. And there again, if it's not for you and you're just not interested and you're willing to take your chance and play roulette with whatever your genes hold in their pattern for you, and you want to go down that path, that's totally your call. But keep this in mind, because you might come across somebody who wants to take things into their own hands and is willing to try something that's natural to see what it could do for them. We're so confident with the products. The company offers a 90-day money-back guarantee. So really, you have nothing to lose. That being said, how do you turn this into a business? Well, we teach people to be in business for themselves, to buy a business package. It's less than $50. It's going to give you your startup materials, your back office, your app, all of the information that you need to be able to run your business from a computer or a smartphone. And you can literally create a business as big as you want from the comfort of your home, from the park, from the beach, from the pool, from the ski slopes, wherever you have service, you can build your business. And I love that freedom. My husband was able to retire from our traditional business. Actually, we had several businesses that we were running at that point, and he's able to retire at 35 years old. He has not had a regular job, neither have I, in the last 16, almost 17 years. Can you imagine if you didn't have to give up hours for dollars? Can you imagine the kind of parent or grandparent that you would be? Can you imagine the impact that you would be in the world if you had money out of the way? What is it that's important to you? Is your time important to you? Are you ready to be free? Are you ready to retire? Are you ready to control your own economy so that you don't have to give up hours for dollars anymore? Are you willing to do a little bit of work to scrunch down years and years of trading hours for dollars? If you are, we can show you how to do that and how you can build a passive income, a residual income that can grow month after month after month, that literally can be willed to your children and your children's children. Will your job keep paying after you're no longer able to perform? Does your job pay you on the weekends when you're not at work? Does your job pay you while you're asleep? Does your job pay you on holidays? Sometimes the answer is yes to some of those questions. But if you build a business like what we're about to show you, you can literally create money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because you can build this around the world. And when you're going to sleep, they're waking up. And when you're on holiday, the dateline means they're not. So you can literally create a business that will be bigger than you. And that's what we want to teach you. So maybe you don't want to build a business. I'm going to show you kind of just a very basic touch system right here at the beginning. Maybe some of the things that I just talked about with these products caught your attention, and you have a sister or a neighbor or a brother-in-law or a buddy that suffers with something that could be benefited by these products. Okay, let's be honest. We probably already know 100 people or more that could be benefited by these products. So you just tell a few people and, put them in front of this information, or let us tell them about it. And they sign up under you, and you get, as having them as customers, you get 20% from every order that they make forever. So if you had 10 people sign up and just order the trifecta, the 3 products that we talked about, if you had 10 people that did that, you would make about $300 a month extra. Would that help with the rising costs of gas? Would that pay for your products and still leave a little extra left over? Absolutely. Well, I'm pretty sure some of those families are not just going to buy one trifecta because they are probably married. And if you're married, I would highly encourage for you and your spouse to be on the product so you can age well together. It's no fun if one is completely messed up health-wise and the other one is active like they were when they were 18. So you want to be on both, and the company gives discounts when you buy them as a package. So you're going to be able to get them for about $100 discount by buying the pack together. But if you had 10 people buying that package, you'd make closer to $500 every month. Same amount of people, just buying whatever they need and whatever they want. So somewhere between $300 and $500 that could come in that just might make the difference in you having enough money left over at the end of the month. The government says that the average family who declares bankruptcy is just short about $350. So this might make the difference for you, so you don't have to go get a second job, or you don't have to eat ramen for the last week of the month. It might just make a difference. It might mean that you can continue to get to work because the cost of gas is rising and you are having to put more money into the gas tank. So that $300 to $500 can come even if you don't want to build a business. Just put a few people in front of the information. And we have videos that are just the product information that don't cover all the business that I'm about to cover. So you can literally do this as simply as you want to do it. For people that want to build a big business, we encourage you to get in and find 10 business partners, and the company will throw in extra money when you do that and extra bonuses. But out of 10, you can usually find 3 or 4 that really get it, that want to make a big legacy out of this, that want to make 6 figures, maybe even 6 figures a month. You might even find somebody that has 7 figures in their radar, and we can show them how to do it. So you're looking for enough people quickly to identify those in the batch that are the 20%, right? The 20-80, 80-20 rule. You're looking for that 20%ers. You're looking for the people that will run this as a business. Okay, so that's why we suggest 10, but you can do it with as few as 4 if you find the right 4. I'm just going to tell you right now, I've never been one, and my husband has never been one to hedge our bets on what anybody else is going to do. We only can control what we can do. So we always sponsor bigger and then work with the ones that want to work. So you're going to find 4 people. or 10 people who lead you to 4 who want to build this just like you do. And as they start to buy the products and they start to build the business, you're going to create residual income that will follow that. Usually that batch will bring you back your return on your investment, no matter how much you spend getting in. So you're going to spend under $50 to get your business set up, and then you're going to buy a business package of products. So it's whatever you want for your family. We personally bought the 500 pack because that had $750 worth of product in it. And we wanted to try them and give them out to family and friends and let them be kind of our guinea pigs on how fast it would work with different people and what it could do. And I'm so glad we did that, because we got to see the benefits of my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my husband, and myself, and family members right away. And my own results took a little longer because I was already pretty healthy coming in. So everybody's going to experience things at different rates. So having enough to share around was really a bonus for us. But if you need to come in with a different package, or you want to come in with a different package, you can. You can talk to the person that brought you this Zoom and they can show them all to you. So you're going to make money based on the fact the company gives you the advertising budget for finding those people. You're not taking money from your friends or your family. They're paying exactly what you're paying. You're not making money off of them. The company is paying you to be their advertising. They're paying you to be their word of mouth. Guys, we all are word of mouth for companies every day. Yesterday, I must have told 30 people to go to Dairy Queen, and they didn't send me anything. It was free ice cream day yesterday, if you missed it. But people are spreading the word on products and services at no benefit to themselves every day. Here at Actives, they're going to pay you because they know that these products cannot sit on a store shelf, because nobody goes into GNC looking for an oxidative stress reduction product. They don't go in looking for a new NRF2 activator because they don't even know what that is. They certainly don't go in looking for butyric acid because most people don't even know what it is, and most doctors think it's impossible because of the smell. So they're just not looking for it. So the company needs us to be the word of mouth. And they're going to pay you a percentage on every person that you tell, and every person that they tell, and every person they tell, and every person they tell, as deep as 8 levels deep. And those are people you don't even know, people that you may never meet. You might meet some of them, but some of them you will never meet. And yet you are benefited financially because the company knows that that person 8 levels deep would not be there without all the people in between. So you're going to be able to create that residual income that comes in every time they order, every time they tell someone, every time they spread the benefits of these products. You're going to be blessed. So we teach people to create a business, and I'm not going to go into all the details of how or what. There are videos on actives.info that go through the compensation bonus by bonus, but there are residual bonuses that come in off of every product purchase. Like I just talked about, from anybody that you start from you on down, we can show you how to make a $5,000 income. We can show you how to make a $10,000 or $50,000 a month income. We've helped people make as much as $150,000 a month income. Not in this business because it's brand new, but in our past companies, we know how to build. We know how to do this. And you can tell me what your goals are, and I can help you map out a way to do it. If you need to make $27,000 a month to replace your income and your spouse's income and comfortably retire, we will figure out a roadmap to help you make $27,000 a month. Guys, this is a way that you can make CEO type income from home, smartphone, or computer. You need to have an internet link. You need to have some way to talk to the outside world. And you need to have the ability, or learn the ability. You don't even have to have it to start. But if you're teachable, we can teach you how to talk to people. We can teach you how to be a business owner. We can teach you all of the things that are necessary to be able to run your business properly. So how do you get involved? You get back with the person that told you about this and you let them know, I want to be a customer. Or I just want to be a connector and I'm going to send you some referrals over time. Or I would like to be a business partner with you. I don't know what to do, but I would like to learn because I would like to make 5,000 or 50,000 or 500,000. And I would like to leave a legacy to my family, or I would like to have enough money to retire next year, or I would like to be able to make a difference in the world and be the good that I think needs to happen around this planet. And I want to have the money and resources to be able to do it. Whatever it is that drives you, but you get to choose where you stand. So get back with the person that told you about this. Let them know what your heart's desire is on how you can be involved with this. And we're so glad that you took time to join us tonight. Please, you can go to actives.info if you want more information. That's all it is. It's just a library hub of information on everything from the products to the science to the people running the company. It'll go deeper through all the bonuses. I covered the residual, but there are enrollment bonuses, there are car bonuses, there are trips, there are percentage profit sharing bonuses that are mind-blowing. We've been in several companies that had profit sharing bonuses where you literally get to take part in all of the volume that's done around the world. And it's been worth tens of thousands of dollars a month to our check. And the biggest one we've ever been a part of, they gave out 4%. Here at Actives, they give as much as 10%. It's 2.5 times bigger. So I look at the 40,000 we've been able to make in the past. It could very well be close to 6 figures here at this company because the percentage is so much higher. So what would you like out of life? What would you like out of this company? If you would like to drive a nicer car or live in a different zip code or have the money and the resources to take care of a family member or have care help you take care of a family member so that you don't have to put them in a home, but maybe you want somebody coming in helping with the day-to-day. What if you just had somebody come in to take care of the things you don't want to do? Mow the lawn, clean the house, or be there to be a runner. Go run your errands or pick up your kids or pick up the dry cleaning or whatever it is. There are people that are looking for side hustles. Give it to them. Create a residual income that gives you choices and then give back. We have a family member that has been so successful and he's in his 20s. He's young, but he's already so successful that he's started 2 side businesses just to create businesses for the young men in his area. He's helping them make $50 to $70 an hour, and he's creating jobs because he can. What are you capable of doing? Are you happy with where you're at? Are you content in the rut that you're in? If you're ready to get out of that rut and find something new, try something new, and feel brand new, then you're in the right place. We're so excited that you took some time out to be with us tonight. Please get back with the person that told you about this and get your questions answered. You can kick the tires all you want at actives.info. And when you're ready, get back with the person and tell them customer, connector, or partner. And if you're a partner, we will walk the walk with you. We'll show you step by step. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Thanks for being with us. Have a great night, everyone.